This is question number 51, and this is from book number 1 based on the 2020 NEC, and this is electricaltime.com. A 25,000 square foot manufacturing facility needs the lighting load to be calculated. There is no warehouse storage space inside this manufacturing facility. What is the minimum general lighting load in VA? Is it 20,000 VA, 30,000 VA, 45,000 VA, or 55,000 VA? Just want to take 30 seconds to let you know what we do here at electricaltime.com. We do online electrical classes from the comfort of your home. And then we also have this free service. So if you click on the subscribe for free NEC questions, Monday through Friday, you'll get an NEC code question and an answer sent to your email. All right, so back to our video. And the answer to this is going to be D, and that's going to be 55,000 VA. So when we're looking at a question like this, and it's asking us about the lighting load and VA, this is going to be Article 220, where we're going to be doing the load calculations. And Article 220 is called Branch-Circuit Feeder and Service Load Calculations. And that's within Chapter 2, Wiring and Protection. And then when we go to an article, we look for the parts, and then we find Part 2, talks about branch circuit load calculations. Then we see 220.12, and that talks about lighting load for non-dwelling occupancies. And then we find table 220.12, and that is the general lighting loads by non-dwelling occupancy. All right, so let's take a look in our code book and see what we got here. So, when we're looking at something that's called a unit load. And again, we're looking for a unit load for the general lighting for a non-dwelling occupancy. And there's a special table in there, and that's table 220.12. And they changed it in the 2020 code book. So if you get a 2017 code book, the unit loads in VA per square foot are going to be different. But, we'll take a look at the table a little bit later in this question together. And basically, what we're doing is we're looking at that unit load, that it cannot be less than the VA that is specified in table 220.12 for non-dwelling occupancies. And we measure this by the floor area, which is determined by 220.11, that we use to calculate the minimum lighting load. Also, if we have motors rated less than 1/8 of a horsepower and connected to a lighting load, that shall be considered as part of the general lighting load. I don't agree with that, but that's what it allows us to do. And again, we find that little gem in 220.12, and it says motors rated less than 1/8 of a horsepower and connected to a lighting circuit shall be considered general lighting load. All right, so I'm not going to make any further comments on that one. So let's look in our textbook and let's see what we got to say about all of this. So 220.12a tells us the lighting unit load for this non-dwelling occupancy cannot be less than the VA per square foot as indicated in table 220.12, which is titled General Lighting Load for Non-Dwelling Occupancies. Table 220.12 tells us to use 2.2 VA per square foot for the general lighting for a manufacturing facility. Therefore, we take the 25,000 square feet and multiply it by 2.2 VA, and our calculated VA is going to be 55,000 VA for the general lighting load. All right, let's go take a look at table 220.12 together in our code book. And here it is for you to see on the screen. And I've got something here called NFPA Link. And what this is, it's the code book on your cell phone. So it's about 10 bucks a month. It's absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend it. And you can go check it out at nfpa.org. They have this as a subscription, and you can do this for about, I think, $10 a month. All right, so what we're looking at here again is table 220.12, and that is called the general lighting loads by non-dwelling occupancy. And we have something called the unit load, and we are looking at the volt amperes per square foot. We're not looking at the volt amperes per meter squared. So make sure that you know which place you're looking at. Otherwise, you can get a really wrong answer. All right, so we are looking at a manufacturing facility, which we find down here, and that's telling us that that's going to be 2.2 VA per square foot, and that's going to be, our basis for our answer. So let's go back up and take a look at what we got here in our textbook. So if this manufacturing facility also had warehousing storage space within the 25,000 square foot footprint, then the calculation for the warehouse would have been a separate calculation at 1.2 VA per square foot. And again, that would have been per table 220.12. We must also consider taking into account any lighting load demand factors as per table 220.42. That's really important. We see that manufacturing facilities is not listed in table 220.42. Therefore, we use the all others, and that's the type of occupancy from this table, which requires us to use a demand factor of 100%, which means that the calculated general lighting load in VA and the demand load are the same at 55,000 VA. If this were a warehouse, then we could apply the demand factor, whereas the first 12,500 VA or less is calculated at 100%, and any remainder of the VA is calculated at 50% to arrive at a minimum theoretical VA per the NEC. And I know I got you all kinds of dizzy right now, but let's go take a look at our demand, our lighting load demand factor table. And you really got to know this, because when you start doing the standard method and the optional method, for calculating the VA of a service, you got to know how to use this table. All right, so we're looking at a manufacturing facility, all right? And when we're doing a demand factor, and I know I'm going over and above the original question, but that's okay because we're here to learn. So we're going to look at table 220.42, lighting load demand factors. And we have to take a look at the type of occupancy. So in this occupancy, it's a manufacturing facility. So now we start looking. Okay, we see dwelling units. No, that's no good. Then we see hotels and motels, including apartment houses without provision for cooking by tenants. No, that's no good. We look at warehouses. Nope, that's no good either. It's not a warehouse, it's a manufacturing facility. And by default, this goes to all others, and that tells us that the volt amperes are going to be at 100% for the demand factor. All right, so if you haven't watched any of our questions on how to calculate the size of a service for a dwelling unit, under the standard method or the optional method, those questions will be coming up, and we're going to be going to this table at 220.42. So again, if this is your first time looking at this table, it's really important. And again, you'll be using this table quite often in your career as an electrician. All right, so let's go back into our textbook and let's see what we got to say. So in a manufacturing facility, all the lights will probably be on all the time during working hours. And that's a possible reason that the lighting load demand factor is 100%. In a warehouse, it's quite possible that some of the lights might be off and only turned on when the warehouse personnel are entering those portions of the warehouse. And that's a possible reason why the demand factor can be less than 100%. And again, if we go back to our lighting load demand factors and we look at the warehouse, we can see that the warehouse has the demand factor of the first 12,500 or less at 100%, and then the remainder over 12,500 VA at 50%. All right, and that's what they're talking about there in our textbook. All right, so also note that there might be an energy code that you might have to comply with, as it's mentioned in 220.12b. All right, so I know this was a really long video, lots of things, lots of moving parts. Please watch this video over and over again until you start to become a little bit more familiar with the concepts here. But it's real simple. We have to take a look at our occupancy. In this case, it's going to be that manufacturing facility. It's telling us that the minimum volt amps are going to be 2.2 volt amps per square foot. So if they have a whole bunch of luminaires, and let's say when you add them all up, it adds up to, I'm going to say 35,000 VA. All right, just keep that number in your head, 35,000 VA based on the actual luminaires. But when you do your calculation, and when you got that 25,000 square feet of manufacturing facility, it's telling us that we need to use 2.2 VA per square foot. So what we do, again, we take our 25,000 square feet and we multiply that by 2.2, and we ended up with the 55,000 VA. So again, if they have their lighting circuit, so I'm sorry, their luminaires, and you added everything up and it came out to 35,000, and you have to calculate that load, for the theater, then in this case, it's not going to be 35,000 VA, it's going to be 55,000 VA, because in no case can it be lower than the table provided that we just looked at, and that's going to be table 220.12, and that's general lighting loads by non-dwelling occupancy. All right, so the answer to this question is D, and that's going to be 55,000 VA.